Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have all of Wave 1 of 2019 here of the NASCAR Authentics line. Now as you can see, I am at a table. I'm at my dining room table right now. I feel like it's a little bit more of a professional kind of background and place to do it rather than kneeling over on my bed and doing these reviews. But hey, you still have the cat here too. Yeah. And anyway, let's get this started. As you can see, there might be two of something here. But we'll start off top left to bottom right. So first we have Paul Menard's number 21 Throwback from last year, the Motorcraft car. We have Chase Elliott's first win, Watkins Glen last year, Sun Energy, one car. Then we have Joey Logano's Pennzoil throwback from last year to Steve Park. Then we have Wallace Jr. or Bubba Wallace, literally says both on here. His throwback from last year to Richard Petty, of course. Alex Bowman's Nationwide Children's car from last year. Clint Bowyer's Darlington throwback from last year to I completely forget. And now this is the liquid color car version, basically the shiny version of this. We'll get more into that when we unpackage it. But one difference in the packaging itself is that this year you actually have this liquid color chase piece sticker on it, which is pretty cool. And so yeah, you don't actually have to like study the cars like in the middle of Walmart to figure out if they're liquid color or not, which is better. And so yeah, moving on, we have Austin Dillon's Dow Patriotic right here. We have Erik Jones's SportClips throwback from last year, and we have Kevin Harvick's Jimmy John's car, but it's advertising something specific. I guess they're Kickin Ranch or whatever. That's not focusing. They're Kickin Ranch on their sandwiches, which it's weird. Out of all of these cars, out of all these great looking cars, I actually enjoy the Kevin Harvick one the most for some reason. You know, you'd expect it to be like one of the throwbacks or even the liquid color. No, I actually enjoy this one the best out of this wave for some reason. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's open these up. Okay, so here we are. All 10 have been unpackaged. And one thing I do want to note here is that, weirdly enough, although this is the first wave of 2019, these are all 2018 cars. That's sorry. That was pretty interesting. But anyway, obviously the big highlight here is going to be the liquid color cars. I have to somehow work that way into the title of this video so it gets more views. But yeah. So anyway, I guess we'll start again with the top here. We have Paul Menard's number 21 Motorcraft car throwback from last year. As you can see, it's actually pretty shiny in the number 21 right there in the number, which is pretty cool. Focus, there you go. And it really wants to focus on the light in the background. But yeah, this is not good right now. Come on, that's better. And yeah, that's what you got for there. And I don't remember if I showed off the hood or not. The number's not shiny on the hood. Now we got the regular Chase Elliott Sun Energy 1 first win car. So this is obviously the raced version, although you wouldn't know it because there doesn't seem to be any damage whatsoever. There's no confetti or anything. Only thing that race versions have that you probably wouldn't see on a clean car is the tape right there, which doesn't want to focus. Trust me, there's tape there. And now we have the win card here. The Go Bowling at the Glen. And you have some stats. And now we move on to Joey Logano's Steve Park throwback from last year. Number 22, Pennzoil. This is one of the best in the wave. I've already said which car I think is personally the best, but this is one of the best. I really like the Steve Park throwback of this. This is really cool. And now we move on to the hood, which is equally as cool. It has the black stripes, which, you know, kind of signifies the Steve Park car. And I think I've mentioned this before, but with cars, even though they're not, you know, the raced versions, if it's a paint scheme that's been used once, they'll usually emulate exactly what it looked like for that one race. So in this case, you know, all the throwbacks, they're only used for one race. So they actually have like a win sticker next to their name there. Right there. But yeah. And Chase Elliott did have a win sticker as well on there. Now we move on to Bubba Wallace. Here's the hood, all blue. And this car is kind of throwing it back to, I guess, the early 60s when it was literally all blue. There was no STP red anywhere in there. Might have had the STP there when it was all blue for a little bit. But yeah, mostly it's all blue. Mostly there, yeah, when he had the all blue, that was mostly before STP is what I'm trying to say. You can tell it's old because you have the CI carburetor intake. I don't know, that's a complete guess. I don't remember what it is. But yeah, yeah, that car. Now, here we have the first magnet of the wave. 3 out of the 4 have been hoods and 1 win card. Here's the magnet. Has a nice butterfly, and it's Nationwide Children's, so of course the butterflies. And here it is, nice white. What I found weird is I was actually finding myself reading like all this small print on the back of these packages, and they literally like use copyright for every tiny thing, even though on here I don't think they use the actual logo of Nationwide. They have copyrighted for this car, and it's, you know, not just on the package of this car, it's on every package in the wave, because the picture of the car is on the back as well. The logo of Nationwide is like the Nationwide N and Eagle, which is very, very strange. And also is copywriting like all the Chevys. It was copywriting like the Chevy Impala, the Chevy Monte Carlo, which is strange for 2018 cars. But yeah, there you go. Pretty cool paint scheme. Now we move on to another hood, which is the Carolina Ford Dealers hood. Clear old throwback here. Carolina Ford Dealers were nice enough to, like, I guess, almost be true to the actual throwback and not put their name really big on the hood. And this is something kind of cool that I never noticed. It actually says Tony Store owner right above the tire there, which is pretty cool. Then you have Carolina Ford Dealers back here, pretty much. And all in like an old-timey font style, which is really cool. So yeah, I've already showed off the win card, but here's the liquid color edition of Sun Energy 1. Now, what I plan on doing this year, that's different from last year. If you remember last year, I held off on showing the liquid color cars in the actual wave reviews. And that's because it kind of started late in the year, and there's only 5 of them that I had to do for like a year end. Here's all the liquid colors I've gotten this year sort of video. But now, since it seems like they're going to be in every main wave, I'm just going to include them. I will still do an end of the year video like I did last year, but I think it's better to also put them in with the regular wave reviews like this as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so apparently my camera just decided to stop. So I made it all the way to like here before I realized that it stopped recording. But anyway, here we have Austin Dillon's number 3 Dow Patriotic car. And as I was trying to say before, the top kind of has like a really metallic look, which is cool. And everywhere else besides the back, which is just black, has this cool like star pattern in the background of it. And it just all looks really cool. I really like this paint scheme they made here for one of the races where they use patriotic schemes. I don't know whether this was 4th of July, Coke 600, or Labor Day weekend. Well, actually, no. They don't really use patriotic schemes for Labor Day weekend anymore because that's also the Darlington Throwback weekend. So I guess it's either between Coke 600 or 4th of July when you see a patriotic scheme. Now we move on to... Wait, did I show the magnet? I don't think I did. But yeah. Are those all names? Navy salutes, Marine Corps salutes. You can't read. You really can't see that on there, I know. But, you know, I can read it. Maybe that's what's also printed all over the red here. Like, there's stars, but then in the red right here, there's also very tiny lettering. Ah, I didn't notice that. That's really cool, actually. Makes that paint scheme even better. SportClips hood. And there you go. You have the baseball diamond on the front. Come on. Why am I having such problems? Like, as much as I like this new setting I have for these videos, you know, when I do it during the day, the light from outside really messes with the actual camera, because me kind of being in the shadows over here. There we go. SportClips, you have the baseball diamond on there. Pretty decent scheme overall. Not too much to describe it. You know, obviously, if you watch a lot of my diecast review videos, you know I'm not very good at describing these so much in detail, except with stuff that you can clearly just see on your own. Check in online, huh? And yeah, so now we're on to the last one. This is kind of cool because it's in the shape of a hood, but it's a magnet. Completely different. And here is the car itself. The advertising, I guess, the ranch part of it, but like I said, this is probably my favorite. Now that I actually see this might be my favorite, to be honest. Now that I looked more in depth into it, really. But yeah, it has a nice picture of a sandwich on the front, which I think I like the most. And basically, the rest of the paint scheme is pretty much the same. I think this paint scheme on the side is a little bit different with the way the black and white stripes are. Obviously, the inclusion of the Kickin Ranch logo on both sides here, but for the most part, these are pretty much the same paint scheme. But I think the reason why I like it so much is just the fact that they included like a real commercial-like picture on there. And then you have all of his wins from last year up there as well. And yeah, so that is pretty cool. That is the entire wave review. If you haven't noticed, this is in 60 frames per second now. I'm trying something new. I actually found these settings on my phone to change the quality. First, I tried the ultra quality, which is like, you know, 2,250 or something like that. That kind of lagged a little bit, and plus it'd probably take up so much space on my phone. I really want to do ultra for like when I go to baseball games and stuff and I'm like in the outfield, because then you can actually get like really high quality from the outfield. But I don't know, that might be laggy. Then I tried the QHD, which Quantum or something, I don't know. That was better, but still a tiny bit laggy. But 1080, 60 FPS, first of all, it looks really good. Doesn't lag. And I guess that's becoming the new standard for YouTube, 60 FPS. Even though I remember when 60 FPS was first introduced, no one used it. Now it seems like everyone's using it. So that's the standard for me now, I guess, as long as it doesn't take up too much space. If I start running out of space, I'm going back to 30 FPS. That shouldn't happen. Hopefully I should keep up this year with everything. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all later.